Summer Bear, Life Balance Education, and Salt Lake Community College present the Mockingjay Players in The Hunger Games: Catching Fire radio drama. Katniss and her allies know that the arena is a clock, with a different danger at every hour. To take away any advantage the tributes had, the game makers have spun the ground surrounding the cornucopia, which sends everything and everyone not holding on tight flying off.
It stopped spinning.
Where's Volts?
He's out in the water. Cover me.
Let's get off this stinking island.
Let's go to 12 o'clock beach. That will give us time to figure out our next move.
Right.
Okay. Where are you guys going? We want to go to 12 o'clock, right? The tail point's at 12.
That was before they spun us. I was judging by the sun.
The sun only tells you it's going on 4, Finnick.
I think Katniss's point is, knowing the time doesn't mean you necessarily know where the 4 is on the clock. You might have a general idea of the direction, unless you consider that they might have shifted the outer ring of the jungle as well.
Yes. So any one of these paths could lead to 12 o'clock. I should have never mentioned the clock. Now they've taken that advantage away as well.
Only temporarily. At 10 we'll see the wave again and be back on track.
They can't redesign the whole arena.
It doesn't matter. You had to tell us or we never would have moved our camp in the first place, brainless. Come on, I need water. Anyone have a good gut feeling?
Well, it must be monkey hour. I don't see any of them in there. I'm gonna try to tap a tree.
No, it's my turn.
Well, I'll at least watch your back.
Katniss can do that. We need you to make another map. The other washed away.
Katniss, got that spile?
Yeah?
Prim! Where is she? What are they doing to her? Prim!
That's coming from above me. Do they have her in the trees? Prim! The voice is coming from that bird. It's a jabberjay. It wasn't real. Just a sadistic trick of the game makers.
Katniss!
It's okay. I'm okay. I thought I heard my sister, but... Finnick! Wait, Finnick!
Annie! Annie!
It's all right, Finnick. It's just a jabberjay. They're playing a trick on us. It's not real. It's not your Annie.
No, it's not Annie. But the voice was hers. Jabberjays mimic what they hear. Where did they get those screams, Katniss?
Oh, Finnick. You don't think they...
Yes, I do. That's exactly what I think. No, it's not him.
I have to help. He's in pain.
It's not him, Katniss. It's a mutt. Come on.
Why isn't Peeta coming to help me? I see him right there.
It's all right, Katniss.
You didn't hear them.
I heard Prim right in the beginning, but it wasn't her. It was just a jabberjay.
It was her somewhere. The jabberjay just recorded it.
No, that's what they want you to think. That wasn't Prim's voice. Or if it was, they took it from an interview and distorted the sound or something, made it say whatever she was saying.
No! They were torturing her. She's probably dead.
Katniss, Prim isn't dead. How could they kill Prim? We're almost down to the final 8. What happens then?
7 more of us die.
No, back home. What happens back home when they reach the final 8 tributes in the games?
At the final 8, they interview your family and friends back home.
That's right. They interview your family and friends. Can they do that if they've killed them all?
No.
No. That's how we know Prim's alive. She'll be the first one interviewed, won't she? First Prim, then your mother, your cousin, Gale. It was a trick, a horrible one, but we're the only ones who can be hurt by it. We're at the games, not them.
You really believe that?
I really do.
Do you believe it, Finnick?
It could be true. I don't know. Could they do that, Beetee? Take someone's regular voice and make it...
Yes, it's not even that difficult, Finnick. In District 3, our children learn similar techniques in school.
Of course Peeta's right. The whole country adores Katniss's little sister. If they really killed her like this, they'd probably have an uprising on their hands. Don't want that, do they? The whole country rebelling? Wouldn't want anything like that!
Joanna!
I'm getting water.
Don't go in there. The birds.
They can't hurt me. I'm not like the rest of you. There's no one left that I love.
Who did they use against Finnick?
Somebody named Annie.
Must be Annie Cresta.
Who?
Annie Cresta. She won about 5 years ago.
That was the summer after my father died. I don't remember those games much. Was that the earthquake year?
Yeah. Annie's the one who went mad when her district partner got beheaded. Ran off by herself and hid. But the earthquake broke the dam and most of the arena got flooded. She won because she was the best swimmer.
Did she get better after? I mean, her mind?
I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing her at the games again, but she didn't look too stable during the reaping this year.
So that's who Finnick loves. Not his string of fancy lovers in the capital, but a poor mad girl back home.
Joanna! Joanna!
I'm right here. They're really burning through us.
Who's left is the question, besides us in District 2?
Chaff.
I'll get the parachute.
It's bread.
These square-shaped rolls are from your district, aren't they, Beetee?
Yes, from District 3. How many are there?
24.
And even 24 then.
24 on the nose. How should we divide them?
Let's each have 3, and whoever's still alive at breakfast can vote on the rest.
Katniss, it's no use pretending we don't know what the other is trying to do. I don't know what kind of deal you think you made with Haymitch, but you should know he made me promises also. So I think we can just assume he was lying to one of us.
Why are you saying this now?
Because I don't want you forgetting how different our circumstances are. If you die and I live, there's no life for me at all back in District 12. You're my whole life. I would never be happy again.
But...
It's different for you. I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard. There are other people who would make your life worth living. This medallion isn't just for looks. It's a locket. Take a look at the photos.
Oh, it's my mother and Prim laughing. And Gale, he's actually smiling. How did you get that?
Your family needs you, Katniss. No one really needs me.
I do. I need you.
Katniss.
I can't sleep anymore. One of you should rest. Or both of you, I can watch alone.
No, it's too dangerous. I'm not tired. You lie down, Katniss.
Okay.
You're gonna make a great mother, you know.
Come on, Peeta. I'll teach you how to swim. Look, the pool is down to 8. I think it's time we took off.
Tell you what, let's stick around until Brutus and Inabari are dead. I think Beetee's trying to put together some kind of trap for them now. Then I promise we'll go.
All right. We'll stay until the careers are dead, but that's the end of it.
Hey, look at this.
A pearl.
You know, if you put enough pressure on coal, it turns to pearls.
Funny, Peeta. That's how Effie introduced us to the people of the capital. As coal that turned into pearls.
She really was clueless.
Maybe a diamond, but a pearl?
For you.
Thanks. I'll keep this.
The locket didn't work, did it?
It worked.
Not in the way I wanted it to.
I have a plan. I think we'll all agree that our next job is to kill Brutus and Enobaria. I doubt they'll attack us openly again now that they're so outnumbered. We could track them down, I suppose, but it's dangerous, exhausting work.
Do you think they figured out about the clock?
If they haven't, they will soon enough. Perhaps not as specifically as we have. But they must know that at least some of the zones are wired for attacks and that they are reoccurring in a circular fashion. Also, the fact that our fight was broken off because of the Game Maker's intervention will not have gone unnoticed by them. We know it was an attempt to disorient us, but they must be asking themselves why it was done, and this too may lead them to the realization that the arena is a clock. So I think our best bet will be setting up our own trap. If you are Brutus and Enobaria, knowing what you know about the jungle, where would you feel safest?
Where we are now, on the beach. It's the safest place.
So why aren't they on the beach?
Because we're here.
Exactly. We are here, claiming the beach. Now, where would you go?
I'd hide just at the edge of the jungle, so I could escape if an attack came, and so I could spy on us.
Also to eat. The jungle's full of strange creatures and plants, but by watching us, I'd know the seafood is safe.
Yes, good, you do see. Now here's what I propose. A 12 o'clock strike. What happens at exactly noon and midnight?
The lightning bolt hits the tree.
Yes, so what I'm suggesting is that after the lightning hits at noon and before it hits at midnight, we run my wire from the tree all the way down to the salt water, which is, of course, highly conductive. When the lightning strikes, electricity will travel down the wire into the water. Not only will the water be electrified, but the entire surrounding beach, which will still be damp from the 10 o'clock wave. Anyone in contact with those surfaces at the moment will be electrocuted.
Will that wire really be able to conduct that much power? It looks so fragile, like it would just burn up.
Oh, it will. But not until the current has passed through it. It'll act something like a fuse. The electricity will travel along it.
How do you know?
Because I invented it. It's not actually wire in the usual sense. Nor is the lightning natural lightning, nor is a tree a real tree. You know, a tree's better than any of us, Johanna. It would be destroyed by now, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Don't worry about the wire. It will just do what I say.
And where will we be when this happens?
Far enough up the jungle to be safe.
The careers will be safe too, unless they're in the vicinity of the water.
That's right.
But all the seafood will be cooked.
Probably more than cooked. We will most likely be eliminating that food as a source for good. But you found other edible things in the jungle, right, Katniss?
Yes, there are always rats, and we have sponsors.
Well then, I don't see that as a problem. But as we are allies, and this will require all of our efforts, the decision of whether or not to attempt it is up to you four.
Why not? If it fails, there's no harm done. But if it works, there's a decent chance we'll kill them. And even if we don't and just kill the seafood, Brutus and Enobaria lose it as a food source too.
Katniss is right. I say we try it.
All right, it's better than hunting them down in the jungle, and I doubt they'll figure out our plan since we can barely understand it ourselves.
So what do we do?
Johanna and Katniss will run this wire down to the beach and then drop whatever's left deep into the water, making sure that it sinks all the way down. Then run for the jungle. If they go right now, they should make it to safety.
I want to go with them, as a guard.
You're too slow. Besides, I'll need you on this end. Katniss will guard. There's no time to debate, I'm sorry. If the girls are to get out of there alive, they need to move now.
It's okay. Joanna, let's drop the wire and come straight back up.
Not into the lightning zone. Head for the tree in the 1 to 2 o'clock sector. If you find you're running out of time, move over one. Don't even think about going back to the beach until I can assess the damage.
I don't like this.
Don't worry, Peeta. I'll see you at midnight. Ready?
Why not? You guard, I'll unwind. We can trade off later. Better hurry, I want a lot of distance between me and that water before the lightning hits. Just in case Volt's miscalculated something.
It's time to trade.
Here.
What?
Crap! The wire's been cut.
Oh! Oh, my head! Ow!
Stay down!
Ow! What are you doing to my arm?
Stay down!
She's as good as dead. Come on, Enobaria.
I'm as good as dead? I know Joanna attacked me. She smashed that cylinder into my head and cut my arm. This means the alliance is over, and everyone's fair game. Gotta get back to Peeta before Finnick kills him. Peeta. Beetee. What's going on? Did they cut you? Beetee. Beetee, why do you have the wire wrapped around Peeta's knife? What were you planning on doing? Think, Katniss. What was Beetee trying to do? It looks like he actually tried to drive the knife into the force field. Why? Was this his backup plan? If electrifying the water failed, was he going to send the lightning bolt energy into the force field? What would that do anyway? Nothing? Or a great deal, fry us all? The force field must mostly be energy too. The training center force field was invisible. This one somehow mirrors the jungle. The real world lies behind it.
Katniss, when you're in the arena, you just remember who the enemy is.
Enemy. Remember who the enemy is. These people are not my enemies. President Snow is my enemy. Look, there's a chink in the armor. I know what Beetee's plan is. He was going to get rid of the force field. All I need to do is get this wire through the chink before the lightning strikes, and the whole thing is gone. I'm sorry, Peeta. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. Peeta. Where am I? Is Peeta here? I see Beetee over there. I need a weapon. This syringe will have to do. Where does this hallway go?
Communications are down in 7, 10, and 12. But 11 has controlled transportation now. So there's at least some hope of them getting some food out.
I need to save Annie.
I'm sorry, there's no way I can get you to 4. But I've given special orders for her retrieval if possible. It's the best I can do, Finnick.
I will trade myself for her so they won't hurt her.
Don't be stupid. That's the worst thing you could do. Get her killed for sure. As long as you're alive, they'll keep her alive for bait.
Haymitch!
So, sweetheart, it's you and a syringe against the Capitol. See, this is why no one lets you make the plans, Katniss. I'm going to explain what happened. I don't want you to ask any questions until I'm through. Do you understand?
Yes.
For several years, Plutarch has been part of an undercover group aiming to overthrow the Capitol. The victors from 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 11 had varying degrees of knowledge about this plan. Plutarch made sure the wire was among the weapons. Beetee was in charge of blowing a hole in the force field. Most of the districts in Panem are in full-scale rebellion. We're currently on our way to District 13. You got it, sweetheart?
And you didn't tell me?
Neither you or Peeta were told. We couldn't risk that.
I still don't understand why Peeta and I weren't in on the plan.
Because once the force field blew, you'd be the first ones they tried to capture. And the less you knew, the better.
The first ones? Why?
For the same reason the rest of us agreed to die to keep you alive.
No, that's not true. Johanna tried to kill me.
Johanna knocked you out to remove the tracker from your arm and led Brutus and Enobaria away from you.
Why? What are you saying?
We had to save you because you're the Mockingjay, Katniss. While you live, the revolution lives.
And what about Peeta?
The others kept Peeta alive because if he died, we knew there'd be no keeping you in the Alliance. And we couldn't risk leaving you unprotected.
Where is Peeta?
He was picked up by the Capitol along with Johanna and Enobaria.
I'm sorry. I wanted to go back for him and Johanna, but I couldn't move. It's better for him than Johanna. They will figure out he doesn't know anything pretty fast, and they won't kill him if they think that he can be used against you.
Like bait? Like they'll use Annie for bait, Finnick?
Hey, Catnip.
Gale, what happened? Why are you here in District 13? Where's Prim?
She's alive. So's your mother. I got them out in time.
They're not in District 12?
After the games, the Capitol sent planes. They dropped firebombs.
My family's not in District 12.
Katniss, there is no District 12.
Katniss Everdeen, the girl who was on fire. You provided a spark that, left unattended, may grow into an inferno that destroys Panem.
This concludes our presentation of the Mockingjay Players in the Hunger Games Catching Fire radio drama. Remember that real hunger is no game. Please donate generously to your local food bank, and
may the odds be ever in your favor.